Well, good morning, everybody. It is February the 25th right now. It's the morning, about quarter after 11, middle of the market morning here on a Wednesday morning. My name is Thomas Ryan. I'm the founder and principal trader here of my newsletter of daily and weekly trading opportunities at Thomas T. Ryan and Company. You can visit us at ttryanco.com and sign up for a free 30-day trial of our daily newsletter. We send out a newsletter of trades every Monday through Friday of every market day of the year, 200 trading days a year. And we pick daily and weekly trade opportunities that are ready to pop. And we're looking for them. These are swing trades. Generally, our daily trades will run 4 to 5, maybe 6 or 7 days. Our weekly trades will probably run 2 to 3 weeks. And we're looking to capture at least 2x over whatever we are risking on any given trade. Today, like I have in my other YouTubes, I'm going to show you a couple of things which are currently live open trades. This is my TC2000 screen. Love this software. It's great research software. And we're going to look at XRAY, Dentsply International, which we went long in the letter on right down here. As you can see, we took it over this high right here. This was a weekly trade, and here's the weekly chart. This is monthly, weekly, and daily. These are intraday, hour, and 10-minute charts. But right now we're just going to look at the weekly and the monthly. So the reason we are looking at XRAY, Dentsply International, is because it, first of all, has a solid uptrend. All the moving averages are moving up. It's a very concise, solid trend. It's been tested several times. There's a test, there's a test, there's a test. Each of these tests prove that this trend is probably pretty solid. We also look at the MACD. The MACD also very nice, solid, straight line moving up. So we think this is a solid trend. When we find a solid trend, we're going to look for opportunities within that trend to buy the stock when it is at a low point. And here it was at a sell-off, several weeks down. We're also looking for that. We'd like to have the stock be down for several weeks in a row. We look for a narrowing range bar. Here's a narrowing candle right here. There was a doji right here. We might have taken it there, but as you can see, it didn't trigger. In fact, I think we put it in the letter here. We look for the buy to happen when it reaches a new high over the prior week. So on a weekly trade, we're looking for this right here over the high on this bar, and it actually went high right here. And this is, you can see, there was the entry point above that bar. So we entered right in here up on the new high. It then pulled back, so we sat in a small loss position for a while, but nothing catastrophic. And so then we went, the stock finally did take off right here on this bar, and it's been, been doing very well. So we are currently, I think we've already taken 2R, 1 or 2R out of this stock, and as you can see here today, it's been moving up nicely for another run here all day today over here on the 10-minute bar, and on the hourly bar it's been moving up again as well. So typically we'll take some profit. I think we took 1R right in here. I think this is 2R right here, and so we're waiting for a 2R move on this, and we may get there, we may not. We'll see. The stop is now just above the break-even point right here. So we've taken, we took 1R profit on this. We now move the stop. We're creeping the stop up just behind this, above break-even. So, maybe we'll get 2R out of this. Maybe we won't. We don't try and guess that. We just see what the market will give us. The objective here is always to have a profitable trade. And currently we're running about 75–80% profitability, profitable trades in the newsletter on the weekly trades. Let's take a look at another one. This is an interesting one, BBBY. This is a weekly short. This one is a little different than what we typically do. Generally, we're always going to be trading with the trend. But this BBBY had such a perfect long-term setup for a sell-off. These can take longer to actually materialize, but they can be more rewarding when they do. The reason we're looking at the BBBY short is because of this very classic kind of rounding top, 3 peaks pattern that has set up here on the monthly chart. So here's the first peak right here. Then we see the second peak right here, and in the course of this, you see the divergence starting to build on the technicals. All these technicals, well, not all of them, but the MACD is already started at downslope. So this this high right here was completely out of line, and of course, as soon as it got out of line, narrowing bars, declining volume, divergent MACD, boom, the stock collapsed right here. I think that was probably on Q4 earnings. A lot of retailers, Bed Bath & Beyond, one of them had troubled fourth quarter earnings. So here we are again now at the third peak, and typically, these things, this is when all hell can break loose for a stock like this. So the MACD is now in a, it's been divergent since what? Since last June. So this stock is now sitting on 9 months of divergence in its long-term trading patterns. And we see right here, there was a disturbance in the force right here. It was met with what is a well-known fact. BBBY has a $1 billion plus stock buyback program in place. So, we are fighting some big forces here for this to come down, but it has done this before. Then we're going to go ahead and say that this is overbought in a divergent MACD. So now the trick becomes, where do we find the great entry point? Well, we took the entry point, I think it was right in here. And we got profitable for a bit, never hit 1R, and then it went against us. So we've been sitting here unprofitable for a while. We came very close to stopping out right up in here. I think we came within pennies of a stop out at one point right here just a couple of weeks ago. And finally, the stock has now started to collapse. And we had a big, if you look over here on the 10-minute chart, we had a big down morning this morning on the stock. So, I think when you get a big gap down like that at the top of a range, so this stock gapped down right in here. It's gapping down, in this decline. You could say that's an exhaustion gap on this decline, which would be bullish. We're not going to say that that's bullish at this point. Everything is pointing to negativity here. Yes, the stock is now oversold in a weekly uptrend with a strong looking MACD here. We could get another bounce back up to the top here that would be, really a pain. But given the fact that we had this big move right here, which by the way was on some pretty good volume. If you look at the volume bar over here on 10 minutes, there was some big volume in that first hour of that sell-off. We're not having a big volume day on this, but it's a quiet day today. The Dow is currently flat. So on a flat day, we had a big drop off. The stock BBBY down 1.27%. So we were briefly profitable in BBBY this morning for the first time since we took the trade, quite a while ago, several weeks ago. But I'm confident that our technical thesis is going to work out on here. It's probably going to work out at least enough to get us 1R, or at the very least, we may get an exit point with. We may give up the ghost on this and just get out with a break even or a small profit, but we're going to stick with it for now and see if we can get this thing. I believe we can get this to go down probably to at least somewhere around where the 50-month moving average is here in the 60s, mid 60s. So that would put us certainly into 1R. So that's a look at a couple of things we're into right now. We have many other trades going on. I think almost everything we have is profitable right now. And we're currently running ahead about 4.5% on the weekly trades for the year. I think we're up about 3.5% for the year so far, 2015, on our daily trades as well. We'll look at another daily trade today, KRFT. That triggered today as well. It's struggling a little bit. It was nicely profitable this morning. Hopefully we'll see, we're doing the same thing on KRFT that we're doing on everything else. We have a nice, except we do it in a different time frame. So on a daily basis, the stock was oversold, and we had a nice, strong uptrend going on here. The only concern with KRFT is, maybe we're a little bit too extended here on some of these averages, but we're going to take it anyway. And we did take it this morning, and we're expecting the stock to at least do 1R. So here we are. We're right in here. Went long this morning over this high right in here, and we'll see where we go with it. Thanks for trading with us. Thomas T. Ryan and Company. Get a free trial, 30 days, no problem. We don't take your credit card. We don't take any information from you. Love to have you join us and see if you like the way we trade. Thanks.